G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be reviewing the game which is between Geelong and Brisbane. Geelong got the job done by 10 points, so they get home at home, notching up win number 3 of the season. The Cats go 3-1, which is a really good start to the year and quite pleasing, so pretty close to the top of the ladder. Melbourne obviously will probably be leading all comers there as per this video, I would say. But yeah, happy with the way we've gone about it. I didn't get a chance to see this game just due to other plans that were on the table and a crazy busy week, so I didn't get a chance to see it. So I will talk at a pretty high level across this game, and I suppose more so what it all means, and talk a little tiny bit about Brisbane as well. But yeah, look, at the Cats are tough to beat down the highway. They hadn't lost to Brisbane since 2003, and that was when they were, going for their third flag. And I don't think it was too much chop in 2003. So, been a long, long time. Definitely could have got it last year as well. Had they kicked a bit straighter, had Blitzar's been pinged for hold the ball, but would have been a brave man to pay that one. There's been some contention on Hawkins pushing the back late on Harris Andrews. And what I will say on umpiring and whatnot, if you look at the scoreboard, 11 goals, 14 to 11 goals, 4. Brisbane, very accurate, very good. Geelong probably should have won by 4 or 5 goals, and they didn't make them pay fully. They won by literally 10 extra points, so even if a few more of those go through, then it's not even talked about at all. But because it was close and because it was a kick and a half in it, it's talked about. And yeah, I mean, 10 more scoring shots to keep Brisbane to 15 for the game was pretty impressive, and we had 25 ourselves. So we kicked a bit straighter. It's not even a topic at all, so it's only because it was close that it even gets talked about. But anyway, let's steer away from that conversation. Never ends up well, no matter what. Yeah, from the very little footage I did see, I liked the way we pressured Brisbane, and we were making sure that our tackles were sticking, and making it difficult for them to sort of transition the ball, throughout the ground for them. A deliberate tag on Lachie Neale sort of assisted and aided us there with no Joel Selwood and no Tom Stewart. I thought we were going to struggle quite significantly, especially without Tom Stewart. Especially seeing late in the season how that impacted St Kilda kicking the first 5 goals. GMHBA, I was like, what's going on here? So, but yeah, they had a great back half to the season, the Saints did at that stage in time. And yeah, look, a decent second term. Sliding through 5 goals and making the scoreboard sort of count. Brisbane, it was a close game all night. We were down for a little bit. Sort of throughout that third term and going early into last, but we're able to sort of find a way late and to keep Brisbane to 70 points. They're a pretty high scoring machine. It was really pleasing to see. So they've definitely found it tough against us. Sometimes we've struggled against Brisbane as well. They seem to get us at the Gabba mainly, and we mainly get them at home. So it's funny how it all works. So those home ground advantages kind of make the numbers all look a little bit interesting and make sides look, they make them look all right overall. So, we'll have a bit of a look at the overall stats, but I think from a gut feel and rough commentary of what I've seen in highlights, we were able to sort of, keep that ball movement free in free motion, which is really positive to see. Applied our pressure really well, and we were dangerous when when it was inside 50, and we were able to sort of get a winning score on the board, and quite equally, keeping a side of 70 points. I've harped on about it. Brisbane, they can easily score 120 points, 130 points if they get it on their terms, but our pressure didn't allow that to happen, which I love seeing and want to see more of. Pressure, chaos, and class wins premierships, so you got to tick those boxes off. But having a look at the stats, we had more of the footy, had a lot more of the footy. Well, a bit more of the footy, I should say, not a lot more. About nearly 50 more touches. I've been liking this sort of number. Inside 50s, you generally get 60. I'm going to win more often than you lose. Sometimes you can get so many inside 50s and be ineffective because you blast in there long and high and no one reads the flight of the ball. Or you just set up for defenders. But yeah, we're able to sort of get some ascendancy there. So to get Brisbane 42 is pretty good. They average 56, so well below what they would usually like to see. Disposal efficiency, we're generally pretty solid in that area. Efficiency going inside 50, pretty even Stevens there. Clearances, I suppose it's been a bit of a staple of just winning that, that ball within a contest and sort of finding a way out of stoppage. We've generally done pretty well in the past against Brisbane for some crazy reason with no Joel Selwood. And they won the contested possession account, so Geelong probably last year had to win the contested possession account to win the game. Last 2 weeks we've won the game, not convincingly, that's for sure, but won the last couple of games whilst losing contested possession. So it's good to know that, yeah, we don't have to always win it to always win, but I think generally teams that are winning the contested possession count do win the game. Turnovers, Brisbane obviously a little bit more turnover, but again, that's what pressure does. Pressure causes turnover. A high marking game, quite interestingly. Geelong have been averaging a lot less, probably playing a lot more frantic football. A good amount of marks inside 50, so that says to me, some pretty good service and being able to sort of open the ground up a bit and move the ball on, out tackled as well. So that's, I can just tell based off of tackles and disposals, the fact that we got more disposals, we got more of the footy, we tackled more means we worked harder than Brisbane did throughout the night, and that's all reflective in 25 scoring shots to 15 without really seeing the game at all. So that some promising numbers on that front. The votes are pretty tricky because there was, that's good when the votes are tricky, generally speaking, from a really good performance and standpoint. I'll kind of lean on the guys in the inbox for this one. I might go Hawke for 3. I'm not sure if he was best on ground, but there was definitely talk of Isaac Smith possibly being best on ground. I think Hawke, 8 shots on goal. He kicked 5 of them, 7 marks. He gets involved with the hitouts. No goal assist, that's interesting. But yeah, to be able to finish off on that good work, pretty much be the difference. Kicked nearly half our score. So yeah, he was once again phenomenal. And at 34, I'm pretty sure he's just keeps on kicking on and doing an amazing job. So yeah, 3 to Hawke. He's a star. Isaac Smith, I'll give the 2. Sounded like he was pretty prolific with the way he went about it. So he kicked a goal, 29 touches, 10 marks, a couple of tackles in there, over 600 metres gain, and a goal assist. So that's as good as it gets. Covers the ground super well. He's super pacey and a really valuable member of the team, and he does his job every week and very rarely his form doesn't really fluctuate much, as you'd expect from a veteran and a three-time premiership star. Blitzarve sounded like he was pretty good on the night, especially in the ruck. He had 20 hitouts, and we obviously were up against Fullerton, so Cat's a bit lucky with no Big O. He was suspended obviously for the week, but Blitzarve's got 22, 7 marks, 8 tackles, 20 hitouts, 5 clearances, got a goal assist in there. So yeah, just really, really crafty around the ground, and yeah, probably one of his better games from all reports. So good job, Blitz. More of this each week would be good from all involved. Tui, he had a fair bit of the ball and he was really good as well from all reports. 600 metres gain there with 24 touches. Duncan was pretty clean. He loves a mark. He took 10 of those. Myers back into the side. He got 25. Got a fair bit of the ball, sort of up the ground. Did well. Parfit, 20 touches. 5 clearances. He's a bit of a clearance machine these days. Atkins pretty handy with 15. 6 marks, 5 tackles. So the tackle counts I really like. That's already really positive. Cameron kicked 1 goal, 2, relatively well held, but that's the thing. When you have Cameron and Hawkins, it was Cameron last week kicking 6. I think Hawke ended up with 3 last week as well, but you might get Cameron sorted out, but then Hawkins kicks 5 on you and has 8 shots. Cameron had 3, probably didn't kick as straight as he'd like, but he still gets involved with sort of the game, getting 16 touches still. It's pretty easy to be quiet as sort of the key forward and deep key forward. O'Connor did a good job did a really good job in his game back, being able to clamp Lachie Neale. He's still got a lot of the ball, Neale, 30 touches, but could have got 45 if he wasn't tagged, and he would have been a lot more effective had O'Connor not tagged him. So did well, 6 tackles, 4 clearances, and sort of played Joel Selwood's role a little bit. Dullhouse, candy numbers. Sometimes he might get 6 or 7 touches, but yeah, 15 is getting pretty involved, 7 marks and a goal, so a nice link man. Cam Guthrie's definitely sort of been pretty quiet, so I wonder if he's not fully right, but yeah, 6 tackles in there, which is good, 15 touches, 105 metres gained, so would have been a few handballs in there. Cole Jasny, 16, he's been able to rack up a bit more of the footy than that 9, 10 touches. Dangerfield, a little bit quiet on his stance, so I wonder if he was tagged as well. Didn't obviously fully see the game. 4 clearances. But really nice to know that Paddy didn't have to have 40 and 3 goals for us to win off the back of a relatively team sort of effort. It didn't need Paddy to play his best game of his career for us to win, which is always a nice sight to see. Stanley got a bit of the ball. Plenty of hit-outs for him, 21. Close didn't hit the scoreboard in a big way, got it behind next to his name, but he's very handy player. He's going to be a star in the future, 14 touches. Stan will kick 1 goal too. I feel like that goal he sort of snapped with the wonderful help of Hawke. Definitely just kind of showcases we probably missed that. Just quick reaction, quick goal out of nothing. And all of a sudden you get a 10-point margin where last time, you don't quite have that finesse last time in Geelong. I should say, you win by a point, and it's like, you just add that extra goal with Stengel, just sort of that wins your games, and it has. So, Knuckle did okay from all reports. He kicked a goal, went off injured, which is unfortunate. Jed Buse also kicked a nice goal. He's doing his run and dash off half back. Henry playing well, marking the footy there. De Koning sounded like he did nicely as well with 9 touches, and Zach Guthrie must have been the Medi sub, I assume, based off of that information I've got in front of me. So 10-point win to the Lions, which puts us, that's funny, puts us 3rd on the table. Again, obviously Brisbane only loss of the season was to us, and we lost to Sydney by a bit more the other week. And we've had some pretty tight wins. I'm trying to think of who we played round 1. Oh, it was a big win. Yeah, we played the Bombers round 1, won by 10 goals. So Brisbane probably had a few big wins. Their percentage is usually pretty high as a result. Because they just bash teams up, and that's what they do best. So we'll have a bit of a look at next week. They make it really difficult to go to next week. You used to be able to just click that and it would take you to the next round, but not to be. So I'm just going to click on fixtures. Get to round 5, and who have we got? We're playing Easter Monday. Hawthorn. Oof, going to be a tough game, this one. No doubt about it. So, yeah, we've got the Hawks. This one will be the MCG. I dare say I'll make it to... Well, I don't know if I will make it to this one. Interesting. It's an away game. I thought it was going to be a home game, but there you go. I think we'll win, but I also think Hawthorn very dangerous. They've been playing well above, expectation. And these games are always pretty close, generally no matter where they are on the ladder, unless Hawthorn are last on the ladder. But they find a way to make it pretty close. I think we'll win. It's going to be another close game. But also wouldn't be surprised if Hawthorn just pulled off a miracle. They already have pulled off a few miracles early on in the piece. So that's a bit of a look at next week. Hawthorn's obviously their run and dash off half-back is critical, so we have to be able to stop that with our pressure in the forward line and, again, be able to win it at the source, which we saw Carlton find a way to do. But then if we can nullify Hawthorn's rebound and not allow them that quick ball movement, we're a really good chance of going 4-1 to start off season 2022. Whew, deep breath. Okay. Well, that's it from me, guys. That is the review for a game that I did not see. I saw literally a couple of minutes I might have seen, and then just saw got a bit of updates on what the scoring was looking like and all that good stuff. But yeah, a nice win once again for the Cats, taking home the 4 points. Could have dropped it, especially without some key personnel. I'm sure Brisbane had a few key players out as well. But yeah, happy with the way we played. Really good result, and just puts us into that top 4 for the meantime, and we'll see how that all plays out. So by the end of the weekend, and take it 1 week at a time, as the players and coaches say. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the review, and hope you enjoy the Cats winning at home once again. And let's hope we can keeping on with the good form. Guys, hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe away, all that good stuff. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video.